Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no one calling us, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Oh. I'm sorry for my bad singing. But actually, so anyway, so I happen to feel like singing. So which is why, so this time I sang a song. And by the way, so I thought to check out the name of this song. So the name of this song is Counting Star, Counting Star. And but actually, so this song has nothing to do with the topic of this episode. And by the way, so hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. And this time is about porn videos, so which means that song has nothing to do with this this topic anyway. So which is actually correct. And so where should I start? Anyway, so when it comes to maybe I think introduction is necessary. So when it comes to choosing the genres, or when it comes to choosing the categories of porn videos, so porn videos have porn videos have many categories, and which is why, by the way, so I'm sorry for that external sound coming into this place. And because I'd like you to enjoy the sounds coming from my country, or coming from the outside. So which is because I'm creating this episode in another place than the United States of America. And by the way, so I live in an Asian country, and I'm going to if I do not forget, I may tell you where I live in later. And by the way, so when it comes to choosing the category of porn videos you are going to create, so porn videos have many categories, as you know, and among which, so there's a category, there's a kind, or there's a type, or there's a genre named slow hand job, or doing hand job slowly, or which means so there's a sadistic, like, so this is a typical pattern, or this is a typical content of this category, and which means there's a porn actress who is a sadist, and there's a porn actor, or there's a man who is a masochist in most cases, and they have sexual intercourse, or they have sex with they have sex with each other, and that lady, or that girl jacks the penis of that masochist, or that masochistic boy, and she doesn't jerk his penis fast, which means she moves her hand along his penis, or along the shaft of his penis, slowly, taking for a long time, and she leads him to the ejaculation, which is a typical pattern. And another case is that, for example, in the same category, so the climax varies. For example, in your pattern, or in your case, so she doesn't let him ejaculate, and another pattern is that she let him ejaculate, but actually, so she force him to, not she force him, but conjugation is necessary when it comes to speaking English. So she forces him to ejaculate semen many times, or two or more, or twice or more, and which means, another word is post-orgasm torture, or the torture by post-orgasm, meaning so she jerks his penis. Meaning she jerks his penis after he ejaculates his own semen, and which gives him a kind of tickling sensation, or a kind of sensation, or a kind of sense really close to pains. And which is why that is a kind of torture. Which means what is torture is that to stroke his penis after he ejaculates semen, and which is why, so if you are a woman, or if you are women who'd like to try to torture your boyfriend, or if you'd like to torture your husband in sexual situation, or in sexual intercourse, please try that post-orgasm torture if you'd like. And by the way, so this is an introductory phase, and here comes the main track of this episode, which means, so I'm going to tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode. The title is "Busy People Wouldn't Enjoy Slow Handjob," and the conclusion is, fast handjob with quite early ejaculations can engage busy people. This is a matter of how to choose the markets and targets of making porn videos. So I came up with this topic. That is because I had been deadly busy in the latest few weeks, or in the past few weeks. So last week and the week before the last week. So I had been really busy. So which is why, so those weeks had not been as deadly as before. So maybe months before I had been I had been extremely or deadly busy. I was dying to get time for. I was dying to spare time for sleeping. So which is why I had been so busy in the past. Maybe that was last year or the beginning of this year. I don't remember the exact time. But actually, so the average sleeping time had been. The average sleeping time a day had been 4 hours or 3 hours. Anyway, so I had been really busy. And anyway, but actually, so this time, anyway, so this time the sleeping time a day, average sleeping time a day is 4 hours or 5 hours if possible. Anyway, this is about my life. But actually, so fast ejaculations. What I'd like to tell you is that why this is a problem of choosing markets is that, so in the case of for example in the case of the porn videos of I forgot the name of that platform, Pornhub. So Pornhub or X videos, any platform is fine to imagine. Anyway, but actually, so it's fine to choose any porn videos of handjob, for example. So each session or each porn video has around 10 minutes long, or the length or the entire time of each of those porn videos is 10 minutes or a little bit longer. Which means, so the length of each porn video of handjob is around 10 minutes, or approximately 10 minutes, or some porn videos last longer than 10 minutes, and some porn videos have shorter times of sessions, meaning, so when a porn video starts and that porn video ends, so the entire time is, for example, 5 minutes, or in the case of a porn video of lasting for a shorter time. So in the case of some porn videos, they last, for example, 5 minutes or a little bit longer. Between they end less than 10 minutes after the beginning, the start of the plays. Of those porn videos, which is what I said. Not the plays of sexual intercourses, not the plays of actual sexual intercourses or actual sex plays. So the play I used was the play of that video itself, or of those videos themselves. And I'm sorry for my complicated explanation. And anyway, so what I'd like to tell you is that, so between such, 10 minutes, so please imagine porn video lasting for 10 minutes, lasting for 10 minutes. So, so busy people can do many things for that duration of 10 minutes, or for the 10 minutes in duration. So, which means, for example, so this is a general tendency. Of course, so some busy people are foolish, or some busy people are stupid, which is why, so, they take time. They take time longer than necessary ones, or longer than necessary times for the given works. There are of course, there are some stupid people. There are some not disabled people, but actually there are some idiots people who take longer time than ordinary people, because they are dull, or they are stupid, which is why, so they can't process work, so they can't work normally as those stupid people can't work as normally as ordinary people, or as normal people do. But actually, so this is a general tendency, but actually, so smart people become smart people, or excellent people become busy business people, or busy people. For example, so please imagine physicians, or please imagine medical doctors. For example, surgeons, they are extremely busy. They have to work day and night. They have to work. And another image is another picture. Another recommendable picture to imagine is that, so people working for Goldman Sachs, or people working for investment banks, those bankers are really busy. So of course, so in the case of physicians, so I have relatives of who are doctors, or who work as doctors, or who work as physicians. Anyway, I don't tell you the exact branch they are working in, and anyway, so physicians work sometimes in a day, and they sometimes work in late at night. So they do not work from the beginning of the day to the end of the night. They don't work for that long time. So sometimes they work in a daytime, and sometimes they work. Sometimes those doctors work at night. And but actually, so in the case of bankers, or in the case of the bankers working for, so for example, Goldman Sachs or Credit Suisse, Credit Suisse had become a famous company, thanks to I thought why that bank became famous. So anyway, those bankers are extremely busy. So they need to work, for example, online. So their situations are complicated, and their situations are diverse, I think. But actually, so please imagine that they have to work from the beginning of the day to the end of the night, which is their working patterns, or which is their working type, or their working style anyway. In the case of most bankers, in the case of most of the bankers working for those famous banks, or famous investment banks. So that, and in their cases, they are extremely smart. And so I don't know the working times. I don't know the working times of the people, of the employees working for Google. But actually, so maybe they are at least they are smart, and so smart people can process many things. So which is why, so if they get 10 if those excellent people get free time of 10 minutes free time, and the duration of the free time is 10 minutes. They can do many things for that short 10 minutes. So of course, so normal people. No, in the case of normal people, they can't do so many things. But actually, smart people can do many things, and they can create, they may be, some of them may be able to create a business, or some of them may be able to create some business schemes for that that duration of 10 minutes. So for those 10 minutes in duration, in free time anyway, or as free time, whatever expressions I use, they can do many things for 10 minutes, for 10 some minutes. So anyway, so and which is a duration corresponding with a playing time of, or with a time of a porn video of hand job. So I think that's the case to porn videos of blow job. But actually, so in the case of slow hand job, that takes 10 or longer minutes for just ejaculation. They start, in the case of those porn videos of slow hand job, they start the sex plays just after the start of the play of video, and just after the play of after the start or the beginning of the play of those videos, they begin their six plays, which is slow hand job, and they end slow hand job because the time of ejaculation has come, and the man ejaculates, or the man ejaculates, and the video ends, and the playing time is 10 minutes or 11 minutes or 12 minutes, and but excellent people can do many things. So which is why, so just after the start of that porn video, so excellent people get bored of those porn videos, because so they can do many things. So they bored with. I thought which preposition to use. Wait a moment, please. Bored with or bored of. Bored with must be correct, I think. Bored with. Wait a moment, please. Wait a moment, please. Which is I'm getting bored of this lecture. Bored of is fine. The most widely approved was bored with and bored by. So bored with can be better. So, but actually, in the case of smart people, they become bored with, they get bored with those porn videos of slow hand job. So which is why, so in the case of those smart people, in the case of those excellent people, so slow hand job can be bad, and which is why, so porn videos of hand job lasting for example, for less than 5 minutes can be good. Anyway, this is the conclusion actually. So I have spoken about many things, but actually, so maybe this episode has incorporated many minutes or long time of digressions, which is why I'm going to end this episode. Wait a moment, please. So I have to hurry this time. So the title is Busy People Wouldn't Enjoy Slow Hand Job. The conclusion is fast hand job with quite early ejaculations can engage busy people. This is a matter of how to choose the markets and targets of making porn videos. So if you'd like to create a porn video targeting, for example, targeting the employees of Google, or if you'd like to create porn videos and targeting the bankers of Goldman Sachs, so shorter time of porn videos can be recommendable, which is and of course some bankers or some Google people or some of the employees working for Apple may enjoy the porn videos of slow hand job, but actually, so in the case of such busy people, so they may, in the case of such excellent people, they may like, or they may love porn videos lasting really shorter times, for example, so less than 5 minutes or 5 minutes or a little bit longer, and they may come to hate porn videos lasting for 10 minutes or longer. So which is what I'd like you to know, and which is what I'd like you to take into your considerations. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you. And by the way, so I pondered, or I thought not so deeply, but actually I said I happened to say I pondered, but actually, so anyway, so I'm thinking of writing the links of related contents into the description column of this episode. I'm sorry for my clumsy manner of explanation, because English is. I forgot to tell you which country I live in. So that's the country I live in is Japan, and I'm going to write the links of not necessary, but related contents. I'm going to write the links of necessary contents into the description column of this episode. Into the description column of this episode, and so that not that big, but actually, so so about what I'm going to write the links of contents is that about the contents I'm going to write the links are related to creating porn videos. So if you check out the description column of this episode, so you can see the links or the titles of some contents or some written articles, and by clicking which you can access some written articles which are written about how to create adult content, or how to do handjob, or how to do or whether post-orgasm torture is, or whether post-orgasm is comfortable, or whether post-orgasm is good or not. So about the links of which what I'm thinking of writing into the description column of this episode. I'm sorry for my clumsy manner. I'm sorry for my awkward manner of explaining things. But actually, anyway, please take a look at the description column of this episode, so that you can find out some related contents related to this episode.